How's it going? In this video, I'll be starting a trading education series just for some beginner trading concepts that lay the proper foundation to, start learning properly and start practicing the proper concepts. But I plan to make more videos in the future on more complex trading concepts. Um, but for now, I'll be starting just with beginner stuff. So today, I'll be going over how to screen for stocks, which is basically step number one. Because how do you find what to trade, what to do anything on, if you don't even know where to look? So, this is how you find an array of stocks and charts to, trade off of or, figure out basis for. So, here I have finviz.com. I'm on the home page here. It really shows you a lot of good information just off the bat, the home page. I'll be going to the screener page. I just want to point this out real quick. If you're a beginner, if you're curious how the market's doing on any day, you can check and very quickly understand, right? You see all the indexes. Today, they've all advanced. You have the advancing, declining issues of the day. We have 70% of stocks going up today. The new high versus new lows. So, majority of stocks are making new highs versus new lows. And then you have the 50-day average and the 200-day average, which are 53% and 53%. So very quickly, just from the front page, you go, today's a good day. The market's doing well. The market's healthy today. And down here, you have headlines and heat map and some other stuff, some other fun stuff. But I'll be going into screeners because this is how you find stocks. This is where you get the real juice. So just to start off, there are loads of filters you can go by. I'm going to start with the market cap over 300 million because generally any company below 300 million is very illiquid and can be a headache to trade and often don't really provide much growth for my strategy in specific. I don't care for super tiny companies. So that's the first one out of the way. You have the market cap. You don't want a tiny company. Then we're going to go to technicals. So first thing we're making sure, not a tiny company. Second thing we're going to make sure is that this stock's price is trending upwards. So on average, across the short term and the long term, price has been going up. So a very simple way to stack probabilities in our favor, right? I mean, over the long term, something going up, you hop on the train, odds are the train is going to go that way. It's been going that way for 200 days or whatever you want to say, right? So to create a format for an uptrend, here's what you're going to do. I'll start with the 20 days moving average, simple moving average. We'll just call it the 20-day. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the SMA, I'm going to scroll down, I'm going to put SMA 20 above the SMA 50, which basically is just ensuring short-term uptrend, like we were saying. And then for the 50-day, I'm going to do price above SMA 50. And then for the 200-day, I'm going to do SMA 200. Oh, sorry, I got a little lost here. I'm looking for, here we go, sorry. SMA 200 below the 50-day. So what we're doing here is we're creating, like I was saying, long term, we're ensuring it's trending upwards with the 200-day. And then more short and medium term, we're also ensuring with the 20 and 50-day. So far, we got a not too big of a company that's trending upwards in price. That's what we're filtering for. Now, I'm going to take another step and we're going to, instead of just uptrend, we're going to want the stock near or close to its high. Because the thing is, the majority of stocks make their fastest paced moves and their basically like the best opportunity, at least for my strategy, is when the stock is near its high. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the 52-week high/low, and I'm going to put it to 0 to 10% below high. So now we have a not so small company that is trending upwards and is near its high. So we've got a lot of good factors set, right? Now we're going to take a step to fundamental, because stocks move on earnings. That's what makes a company, is it being able to make money or sell product or improve margin, etc. This one is going to be really simple, fundamentals. We're just going to go to earnings per share growth quarter over quarter and sales growth quarter over quarter, and we're just going to put both of them over 20%. So you could just call this the 2020 filter, right? You got 20% growth in sales and earnings, which are 2 of 3 of the very important factors. Margins is very important as well. So now I've built this screener where we have fundamentally strong companies that are growing. They are in an uptrend over the long term and the short term, as well as they are near their all-time high price. So we've basically set the stage for all of the factors that contribute to the greatest winning stocks over time. Over the past 140 years, practically every single stock that has made the greatest move for that year, or just, an incredible move, adhered to all of these factors, where we have the 20-day, the uptrend, the strong growth, the near its high, its 52-week high. It had all those factors. So now I'll be going into looking through the screener, which is going to be a little bit shorter. I'm just going to kind of breeze through and point out some stocks that look good, but I'm not going to spend too much time doing it. What I like to do is I like to go to the basic portion, or the basic, I'm not sure what you'd call this, the basic tab. And then it gives you a way to scroll through where you see the chart for the stock, and then you can look over here and see their earnings per share, their sales, growth, and then you can see their market cap and whatnot, and their industry group, et cetera, et cetera. So it's really laid out pretty nice in the basic. So like I was saying, I'm looking for, really all I look for is some nice price action near the highs. To put simply, a cup and handle, or a high tight flag, or a base. I'm not going to get into bases or pattern types in this video. That will be that'll probably be the third or fourth video. I will dive into patterns, pattern types, and pattern characteristics you want to watch out for. But for now, I'm just showing you how to graze your fingers through the market, almost like you're grazing your fingers through sand looking for a large pebble, right? You're just grazing the surface. You're just looking through. And then I'll show you what to look for. I'll show you how to find the pebble in the following videos, but this is step 1. So as we can see here, I'm seeing a lot of gold stocks. Now we're going into medical. We have some good medical. Nothing setting up too nicely. BelfB, this is kind of what I look for. It's getting, it's consolidating near its highs. So that could, provide a good opportunity. Not exactly what I look for, but just a quick example. Cocoa, Vita Coco, it's looking all right. Aluminum's been doing well. Daily Journal, software application. This thing broke out. Not the type of pattern I'd trade. And the reason I'm able to look through so quickly is after you look at a lot of charts consistently for a while, you can kind of instantly spot what you need to spot. It's like human nature. If you're in the wild, would you be able to tell if a bear was threatening? You'd be able to tell pretty quickly, right? You look at it and you go, whoa, right away you're scared. So it's something you develop But humans are really good at pattern recognition, so anyone can develop the ability to look through quickly. Just takes practice. Carmen, this thing made a good mid handle. It's like a cup and handle mid handle broke out. That's a nice breakout. MC, that's kind of a nice mid handle breakout as well. So I'm not really too worried about showing off stocks. I just wanted to show you what this process looks like, how you can format a screener, and why I formatted this screener this way. There's many ways to make a screener. I have 11 screeners that I go through. This is one of them. I'm not saying you need 11. My point is that you can screen in a lot of different ways. Whatever factors you can sift through the market and decide, oh, this, maybe this factor shows strength, and this one, and this one, and this one, and you look for those through the market, you sift through. And there's many ways to do it, and you can achieve the same objective with all. So yeah, that's about everything. Nothing was looking too crazy cool. There's a few cup and handles. But there you go. That's how you screen for stocks. There's an example screener for you. I've found the majority of the stocks I trade from this one screener. Probably 60% of the stocks I trade come from this single one. So this gives you a pretty good beginner screener to use for high growth stocks. Yeah, that's really it. Thanks for watching, and I hope you found this video valuable. If you did, like and subscribe. See you in the next one.